Hi guys, this is Ajane.
And Jackie.
And we are back with To the Edge of the Sky Phase 3. Should be 3.
Should be 3.
So in this one, we pretty much go from waking up and we're supposed to have a test that definitely never happens to crap hitting the fan. And because in the chat, in the comments, we asked everybody to vote for what route they wanted to see, but there was only a couple comments and they were kind of inconsistent all over the place. I think we had 2 for 4, 1 for 0, 1 for 8 or 3, and 1 vague one. So something like that.
Fortunately, that means that there's 2 votes for 4 and 1 vote for a couple others, so 4 wins.
4 now. So
4 now.
We're going to do 4's route for this, which is actually pretty good because the 4 is extra seen.
Yeah.
And beyond that, if you would like somebody else's route, please leave a comment to let us know what route you would like in the future. All right, let's get going.
Right. Sunlight hits my eyes and I wake up with a start. Do I curse?
Do I curse? I don't remember if we were cursing.
I was cursing echoes.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess you can curse.
All right, cool. Shit, I rub my eyes and take in my surroundings.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom. Oh, that's right. I'm in Olympia.
It doesn't have her ending parenthesis.
Where did it go?
Oh my gosh.
I'm in phase. I don't have to hide from the sun in fear of frying. I breathe a sigh of relief and fall back down into the bed. I grope around on the bedside table for a bit and grab the phase-issued phone. As the screen comes alive, I see an email notification from the lead researcher. Operative 7. You and another operative are required to submit yourselves for team compatibility testing. The TCT is designed to ensure that you are efficiently incorporated into the Phantom Alpha team. Who you choose is not important, as you will have to test with all the members eventually. I will send you the map layout of phase to your arrow. You will meet in the training area. The meeting starts at 10 a.m. Regards, Dr. Is it Kiera?
It looks like Karia.
Karia Park.
Yeah. Also, before I forget again, my mom asked for a shout out just because she wants the entire world to know that I think it was the 8's her man basically.
Yeah.
She's just totally thirsting on 8.
I remember you telling me that your mom wanted to say that 8 was hot.
Yeah, 8. She's just really into 8. She likes 4 too, and she likes 6 as well. But 8's just her thing right now. He's just her ish.
Yeah. I glance at the time. 9:27 turns to 9:28 a.m. I don't know phase well enough yet to not get lost. The map will definitely help, but I still need to familiarize myself with the place. I should get going if I don't want to be late. The doctor said to pick someone from the team to join me in this test. Calling someone up is... How do I even call them? I don't have any of their personal numbers yet. I haven't even met them all, so it might be weird to request someone I've yet to meet to come do this with me suddenly. I decided to just call up someone I did meet then.
That way we didn't have to introduce new sprites.
I scoot up to the wall display and hit directory on the screen.
We said we're doing 4.
My finger hovers over 4 in the directory.
Angry boy.
I feel a little nervous about calling him, but I chase that feeling away and hit the call button.
She's so extrovert, I would be shaking. Thanks for the sound effects.
Though it only rings a few times, time seems to slow down with each ring. Yeah.
We answer the phone like that. Yeah, what you want?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, his outfit.
What about it?
It's his mission outfit.
Mm-hmm.
4's face finally pops up on my screen. If he's surprised by a call from me, it doesn't sound like it. Good morning. Dr. Park emailed me about a team compatibility test that I'm supposed to do. Silence. She said to pick someone to join me. More silence.
This is so awkward.
We're supposed to meet here at the lab at 10 a.m. I'll meet you at the lab. 4 ends the call without giving me time to say anything else. Well, could have gone worse. Partner acquired. Operative 7 on the move. I snort at my own thoughts. Okay, yeah, I'm never saying that out loud.
Dork.
I would say it too. I head out to the hallway and turn on my overlay map, loading the data that I received from Dr. Park. I wonder, what would this test be like? Seeing Phantom Alpha in action firsthand, I thought they were so cool back then. But now it makes me more nervous than anything else. My skills aren't bad in comparison, but... I slow down in my pace and look around. Where am I? dart around on the map, trying to make sense of where I might be. Great. I'm lost. I'm pretty sure I made a wrong turn somewhere. But where? No matter where I look on the map, I can't see my own indicator. Is the map glitching? Is it missing some areas, maybe? I think I've heard of some maps having hidden areas, but this is just ridiculous. I sigh. I do not have time to be lost right now. Guess I need to try to backtrack and start over. I'm gonna be so late. Again. Dr. Park is gonna think I'm the most irresponsible operative ever.
I mean, she does.
So this is where you wandered off to. It takes all of my willpower to stop myself from screaming then. I recognized the owner of the voice immediately, but that doesn't mean suddenly hearing it startled me any less. I turn on my heel to face 4. Oh, what the? 4, you startled me. Which you seem to do every single time we see each other. I sincerely hope that doesn't continue, because my heart can't take constantly being surprised like this. What are you doing wandering around? Well, honestly, I just got lost. But how did you know where to find me? I saw your indicator on a map and came to get you. Huh? How did you track me? The map app seems so janky. All team members have tags that help us track each other, in case we need to find each other quickly.
That's kind of creepy.
It's kind of creepy.
It seems like it's really useful.
Okay. I have so many questions. Where's the tracker? What's the range on it? If Phase was hacked, could it be used by someone else to track agents down? I restrain myself from asking everything, for now. I know we're pressed for time, so I just nod. Sounds like it's really useful. Ford quietly stares at me for a moment. As I start to get nervous about his lack of response, he nods.
Because he's just like, a reasonable woman.
Yeah, he's just like,
you know.
It's good in situations during missions when we can't communicate for whatever reason. I can't help but smile. I don't want to assume, but it really does seem like I got some approval there. Ford glances somewhere up at the ceiling with an odd look at his face. We need to go. He starts to walk away towards what I assume is the direction of the lab.
I guess he's seeing her.
Yeah.
Dr. Park walking to wherever she needs to go.
Not wanting to be left behind, I dash after him. We quietly walk side by side for a while, up a few floors, and through a maze of corridors. How are you
I think it's acclimatizing.
Acclimatizing? How are you acclimatizing? You speak so suddenly that I nearly trip in surprise. Alright, I guess. I say that, but then complaints start spilling out of me. All the hallways look the same. It feels cold here, and I miss the outside already. You should go to the...
For everyone's information. Because so I didn't write this scene. The former writer that used to work with me wrote the scene, but had asked her back before she left what he was going to say here. So he was going to say you should go to the garden outside, like, because apparently he likes to go there when like whenever he can to relax, and then like I guess because she was complaining about like nature being outside and stuff, so he's like, you should go to the garden. So I actually thought it was very sweet that he was like actually he was like actually listening. He wasn't just like, oh, you're just whining. He was just like, here's the solution to your problem. And I was like, oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. Where's low-key sweet guy? Silence.
High-key, low-key.
High-key, low-key. He falls silent. I glance at him as we turn a corner, but thoughts of his sudden silence fall away at the sight of Dr. Park heading towards us. She is so unimpressed. We walk to meet her halfway. When we come to a halt, I note that she does not look the least bit pleased to see us.
I picked the wrong dude for this.
You're late. Her tone is curt and sharp. Her eyes practically bore holes into Four, who stands much stiffer than before.
This is why people don't like her, huh? I don't really know.
His jaw is set as he refuses to meet the doctor's eyes. Instead, he silently stares at the wall. I do like her outfit, though.
I do like it, too.
I gulp when her eyes finally meet mine. Though they soften a little, I can't shake the unsettling feeling pressing down on my chest. I'm sorry, Dr. Park. I got lost on the way.
I'm going to mention Four's hair.
Yes, please. And Four actually came to track me down, so it's on me. I see. Dr. Park turns on her heel and starts to walk away. Four and I wordlessly glance at each other and follow after her towards the lab. That's when a flash of black dashes from around the corner. I stop dead in my tracks. Hey, sorry.
That's her man's.
That's my man's. That's my man's. A strange man is in front of us. Is that another fit? No. He pulls out what looks like a stun gun and aims it right at Dr. Park. What the hell?
Let's just let Ford.
I could swear I hear Ford click his tongue right before he quickly moves to secure the doctor. He grabs her by the arm and roughly tugs her backwards.
Besides, then he got his little revenge with.
As she stumbles, he moves to stand in front of her. What the hell is going on here?
I gotta say, I think it's kind of hot that like Ford like is so professional. Like even though he hates her and would love for her to be having a stun gun, because he knows it's not like a lethal gun. But he's like, I'm still gonna like protect her, but like, yeah. So anyway,
an alarm blares through the hallway, and a voice between the loud screeches announces, "All too calmly, the Blue Wings have infiltrated. Icarus is in the building." Icarus. I talked about them in my training videos. How did they get inside? The intruder aims a stun gun over Ford's shoulder at Dr. Park. It was a mistake to come here. The intruder smirks.
What a cool line.
It was a mistake to come here, but he doesn't care. My only orders were to take Operative 7 alive. You, on the other hand, I didn't get any specific orders for. What? Take me? How does anyone even know of me? But they might be pleased if I get rid of the famed assassin. In that moment, the world seems to slow down. Alright, we gotta act fast. As the intruder charges up his weapon and steps in, I step in and stand right between Ford and the intruder.
You know what we're gonna do right here? We're gonna save. You know why we're gonna save? Because we're doing the bad ending.
Oh no!
I've heard there's some people who didn't do it, and I want you to know that it exists.
Okay, sorry dude, you're going down. And in a split second, right as I move forward, the band pulls the trigger.
Okay, so this is phase 3.
I run, ducking under his arm. Hardly looking back, I slam my elbow into his arm, sending the gun flying. It hits the wall with a loud clatter. The intruder makes a swing for me without missing a beat. I have to jump back to avoid his fist colliding with my face. For a moment, it's like time has stopped. We simply stare at each other, completely unmoving.
That sounds really cool.
Before I can move, he reaches behind himself and pulls out another gun, aiming it at me again. Seriously? Another one? Don't you have some knives or something? Be a little more creative. The intruder snorts. You're a funny one, eh? I shrug. His focus is entirely on me, and I intend to keep it that way so more can move to get behind him. Just I grin at him. Just naturally hilarious, you know? The intruder rolls his eyes, apparently not impressed. No, I agree. Too bad comedy isn't useful in a fight. Eyes dart to his fingers and tightens on them. I disagree. Murray definitely has its uses if you know what you're doing. I know if I can stall him long enough, or we'll be able to end this. All hell breaks loose in less than half a second. Thor moves towards the intruder, but the man takes a half step to the side. He spins and fires at Thor, but Thor easily dodges the shot. Thor makes a precise strike at the man with the side of his hand. But he leaps back. Almost in midair, the intruder changes his gun's target to me. As he pulls the trigger, suddenly all I see is Ford blocking the way.
Ah, that scared me.
Man.
Oh
His shoulder jerks back violently as the shot hits him full on. Yeah, Ford! Although he staggers back a few steps, somehow he remains standing. The intruder raises an eyebrow, eyes narrowing at Ford. Oh, tough guy. You live up to your rep. Ford's breathing becomes ragged, labored. Though he tries to control it, even from here I can hear him struggling. Ford coughs. Blood flows freely from his mouth, staining his skin red.
Sorry, I think I remember writing the scene. I'm just in it.
I feel a cold chill run down my spine as I watch the scene unfold.
I love 4. I just want you to know I love it.
Yeah, okay. I try to move forward to help before holds out his hand to me. He glances at me, only briefly, but the look in his eyes is clear enough. Don't. I bite my lip to stop myself from arguing. I hate this. I hate this. But I know that if I moved, it would risk the safety of Dr. Park. I'm acting as her shield now. So her shield I must remain. Ford takes another step forward. But the intruder doesn't waste any time in firing off again. can't tell if it's because he doesn't want to risk us getting shot too, or if it's because he can't move away fast enough anymore. But 4 stays in place, taking the hit. 4! The shot hits him somewhere on the torso, making him stumble back a few steps. Through what can only be sheer force of will, 4 yet again remains standing in place.
I just want all you like Icarus stands to remember this what he did to 4.
His breathing sounds shallow though. The black of his clothes darkens further, and blood falls from his wounds, pooling on the floor. My heart squeezes painfully at the sight. My God. 4! Isn't there anything I can do? Stay in place. Help 4. Help 4.
We are gonna help
Bad
4. Wait,
ending.
what happens if you let it go?
I actually have no idea. Oh, she helps 4, I guess.
I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. Okay, well, bad ending. Oh. But he fired anyway. Should have followed orders.
Man, you know you effed up when Dr. Park is upset at 4 getting hurt.
I know. Buzz collapsed to the ground. There's even more blood spreading across his clothes now. You'd better not die. You might be useless, but it'd still be a loss to phase if you did. What? Did he manage to get shot again? Realizing what must have happened while we were tumbling, I looked back to the man I'm holding down in shock. He began speaking in a strained voice. You really fucked up. Thanks for the help. I'm too stunned to even respond. The very thing I've been trying to prevent. I caused it. My pressure on the man's throat lifts as the strength leaves my body. He takes the opportunity to throw me off him. I'm not sure I even feel it as I hit the ground. He's losing too much blood. Or really see him as he dashes off. Not going. I'm not sure I hear Dr. Park's tight voice in the distance either. To make it. I'm sorry. I wasn't ready for this.
Mission failure. Dun 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 dun. You messed up really bad. So the thing about that scene, right? So like Dr. Park, we're gonna stay in place. Dr. Park, people like back in the day, like when it came out, they had all kinds of theories about Dr. Park's reaction. Like I think like some people, I don't even remember all of the theories. I know some people were like, she's in love with him, and I was like, no. Like I am sorry, I'm gonna debunk that one right now. Like she's not in love with him, and I'm not saying that you can't like ship them or whatever, because I'm not like I'm sure there's an AU where she could fall in love with him, and like that would be an excellent ship to have and all that stuff, because you have like the full Hank ship.
Yeah.
But like it's not gonna work for this situation, because that's not the situation here.
Yeah.
Her reaction, I can say it now, was guilt over how she treated Ford. Like Dr. Park is a controversial character, and I don't want to like get rid of everybody's theories and stuff about her, but at the same time I do want to say that she's a person who did what she did for her own reasons, and it's easy to get carried away with somebody, or like your hatred or treatment of somebody, and we don't realize often how valuable and how like how fragile life and death are until we get to those situations. So that can be like a really big wake-up call. So for Dr. Park, for getting shot to death suddenly was like a big wake-up call for her conscience, because she does have so many like negative emotions towards him, and at the same time she also has some sort of guilt for her part in how she's treated him and what he experiences, and that's also kind of part of why she treats him so badly. It's complicated. Dr. Park is meant to be a complicated character, but she's not in love with him. But I also just want to say she's not all bad. But if you view her as bad, then like feel free to.
Hey man, can't change y'all's opinion. Can't force you to have a certain opinion.
Yeah, but I want to say I didn't design her to be evil, like purely evil.
Yeah. Although it takes all the willpower I have, I force myself to stay in place. Even though my first instinct is to rush to help my partner, I know I have to ignore it. This is what it means to be part of a team, right? I have to do my part and trust Ford. The intruder chuckles, a cold sound against the hot emotions threatening to boil over within me. Well then, that should be enough. See you soon, 7. The man salutes 4, then looks at me over 4's shoulder and winks before finally bolting off. I stand there, stunned, unable to move for a moment.
Because, like, look at it this way. Like, when you jump on him, you give him an opening.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't do anything the whole time, he wasn't about to get his ass beat by 4, or you, like, if he didn't have to. But, like, if you're jumping on him anyway, he's going to take the opening. So.
Yeah, because, like, when she jumps on him, he ends up firing it. He ends up
He
firing
fired I don't think he fired on purpose.
Like, yeah.
Like, at him. Like, he fired
at
7, trying to jump on him. But then, like, 4 got caught in the crossfire. So he was just like, well.
Yep.
Also, like, high-key, low-key, Priestess would have been mad. High Priestess would have been mad. She was like, really? So I sent you over there for one job, you end up killing somebody. Because like, obviously his job was not to kill people.
Yeah.
Since he just left.
I finally snap out of it when 4 gasps and stumbles forward. Bleh. 4. I try to run towards him as he falls to his knees, but I feel a hand grab onto my arm with an iron grip. I turn to see Dr. Park holding me back, her chromatic blue nails digging into my arm. I will take care of it. Go. I think to argue for a second, the words already forming on my lips, but I have to force myself not to.
She would have really dragged her.
Ripped into her. Like, you can see it on her face. She would have ripped into 7. No, Everin, this isn't the Wastelands. She's your superior.
She's like stressed right now because of that weird guilt. It's not so strong, but you know, she's like stressed and they're under attack and this girl's gonna argue with her.
Mm-hmm. Like, no, girl, please. I feel terrible about running off and leaving 4 behind, but I know I don't have any other choice. I'm not a medical professional. I can't help him here. But what I can do is chase down the guy who shot him. I nod at the doctor. With a quick glance at 4, I run to where the intruder disappeared off to. I move forward as quietly and quickly as I can manage. Fights have broken out everywhere in the building amongst FaZe and Kairos, resulting in chaos. As I'm on my own, I do my best not to get into any altercations with anyone. I can't afford to get into it with anyone, not right now. If I'm delayed too much, I could lose the trail I have on that guy.
It's like, no offense, 7, but he's long gone.
Listen, Icarus is a fast dude. The comms come alive in my ear as I run down another hallway. I hear 6's voice and stop, just before I turn the corner. 7, are you alright? Sorry I couldn't talk to you sooner. Communications are down, and I have to be close enough to resist them to switch to local. I'm sure you've noticed by now, but Kairos are in the building. They seem to be coming down from the roof. Why are you alone? You were with 4, right? I carefully glance around the corner to check for any hostiles while I talk to 6. 4, he got shot. Dr. Park stayed back with him. I'm sorry, I couldn't do anything. I inhale and try to shove my emotions aside for now. What's this about the roof? Hearing the news about 4, he pauses. I swear I can hear 6 swallow. Kairos have infiltrated through the roof. It seems like they've got an airship. And no one here shot down an airship going towards the building. Why exactly? 6 is silent for a moment. I don't know. Could be any number of reasons. But we can find that out after we stop them. I nod to myself. Yes, that can wait. What's the quickest way to the roof? You're going alone? Yes. It's not like anywhere in the building is safe right now anyway. So, which way is the quickest? Hold on. Hearing someone at the other end of the hallway, I carefully peek around the corner while I wait for 6. A couple of intruders are stopped at the far end of the hall. They look to be discussing something heatedly, but unfortunately, I'm nowhere close enough to listen. The comms click quietly in my ear. I turn away from the 2 women, shoving myself into a crevice. I'm sending you what should be the quickest path to the roof. I nod, but I have to quickly remind myself that he can't see me. Thanks, 6. I'll head there now. 6 quietly chuckles on the other end of the line. We'll meet you there. Before I can ask who exactly we is, he ends the connection. I sigh and bring up the floor plan. A quick look is enough to let me know where I need to go. I set the nav point on my map, not wanting to get lost now of all times. On the way to the roof, more Phantom Alpha members caught up. We ended up having to fight our way up, but working together, we had no trouble getting through the enemies. I make it up to the roof first, and something immediately catches my eye. The enormous airship parked there. I've never seen one in real life before, but I'm forced to pull my eyes away to focus on a more urgent matter. Someone from FaZe seems to already be here, fighting off a few blue wings. The guy from before is here too, though he seems to have lost his hood somewhere. Dramatic flourish. Finally caught up with you, you bastard. One woman tries to go right for the phase operative, but he kicks the charging infiltrator in the stomach, knocking her down. I need to retrain her. Like, you got kicked down by a non-combatant. I'm sorry. Like, listen. We need to deal with that later.
Yeah, that's true.
Another one moves behind him, and before I can call out for him to watch out, the blue wing gets him into a chokehold. The phase operative struggles against the tight grip around his throat, scratching and clawing at the arm that holds him tight. Are we gonna help him? Or are we gonna let him get cut? I say we help him because we can.
Okay.
The world slows down, and everything seems almost peaceful for a moment as I look on at the scene. The blue wing that has the operative in the chokehold doesn't see me. Not yet. She's left herself entirely open for an attack from behind. If I move fast enough, I could take her out before she knows what hit her. Being unseen gives me the perfect opportunity to plan my attack, though I know that I have to make it quick. 1 second too long and I can be discovered. Hit her, or it doesn't matter. I rush forward, taking care not to make any sound. Though, with the struggle they're in, they may not have heard me anyway. I make a running jump at her, elbowing her right in the temple. Dang, just bang. The intruder barely has time to react, letting out some strange mix between a yell and a groan. Her grip on the operative loosens as she falls to the ground like a lifeless doll. I look up just in time to see another one of the intruders rushing at me, only to be intercepted by Zero. He trips the woman, grabbing her by the arm as she falls forward. Oh no. Without hesitation, he slams her face first into the ground with extra force. Ooh. I can't see her face, but the sickening crunch as her face hits the ground lets me know more than enough. Definite reminder that even the cute Zero is a highly skilled operative. I hear an agonized yell and turn around, only to see another one of the blue wings fall to the ground. My eyes meet Six's. He winks at me before ducking out of the way of another blue wing trying to knock him down. Curious as I am to what the hell he did to that enemy, this is not the time for questions of any kind. I suddenly feel something cold at my throat. Strong arms wrap around my shoulders as
How romantic.
Yandere AU.
Yeah.
Strong arms wrap around my shoulders as my back is slammed against a hard chest. Don't move. A rough, low voice whispers in my ear.
I totally wrote this part with just decided to play it up like that
So
because
funny.
I felt like it.
Though I can't see his face, the voice is familiar, as is the amused tone of the speaker. It's that annoying guy from before. I think of a number of ways I could try to throw him off. But with a knife so close to my throat, I don't want to risk it. And he'd do it too. Just as they finish off the last of the enemies around us, everyone turns to see me being held hostage. Man, I am looking all intense, Zero lacking a head. I don't see the other operative though. Hint, hint. Play nice, or 7 here will be dealing with having a new hole to breathe through. My breath catches in my throat, and I hope that none of them decide to be heroes. But the threat seems to be effective enough to make them stay in place. You must be the dog of Icarus. Oh, so you finally come out of the shadows.
Just imagine him being like, woof woof. It's just like that.
Honestly, you should have introduced yourself sooner. The man chuckles, his hot breath tickling my ear. Alright then, a proper introduction it is. Phantom Alpha, I'm Icarus, servant of the dragon and proud hound of Icarus. The pleasure is truly all mine.
It's like, I know y'all hate me.
Zero's like, Icarus? Question mark. 9 is like, nice to finally meet you, Icarus. 9 casually glances around. Is Artemis here with you? 9's voice sounds calm, almost cheery as he speaks to Icarus. Suddenly, I hear a strange, unpleasant sound and Icarus's hold on me loosens. Ugh. The knife in Icarus's hand falls to the ground with a clatter, and I move away from him immediately. I whirl around to see the operative from before holding what looks like a broken tablet in his hands. This is where the joke came from.
Yeah, so, I mean...
If y'all ever see Tab Yeet anywhere around the fandom, it's from here.
It's that and the fact he's the tablet later.
Yeah. Icarus is down on his knees, rubbing his head where the operative hit him. The others move in to surround him as I stare down at his defenseless form.
We're gonna knock him
yeah,
out.
Let's
we
do
were
it.
whipped for it this time.
Yeah. I shift my stance, and with a quick jab at his throat, I knock him out. Icarus unceremoniously falls to the ground before me. Try getting invited next time, I mutter to his unconscious form. With Icarus now down and out, the unnamed operative draws attention to himself with a deep sigh. He turns the broken tablet over in his hand with a mournful look on his face. And I just got it today. Is having nice things really too much to ask for? He sighs and tosses the broken things to the side, eliciting a groan from wherever it is.
Some knocked out Icarus.
Awesome dude. That's what he's worried about? So this is where you were, 3. Oh, so he's on my team. The Oracle. I examine him carefully. Well, his visuals certainly suit his classification. Why were you here by yourself? Just a little while ago, I was in my room, doing some analysis. I was going over some security data that I had been working on since last week. I saw something strange, a pattern that kept repeating every day. I figured out that Icarus was planning to take down our systems and attack from the skies. Unfortunately, I figured it out too late, only moments before the attack. I couldn't reach anyone, but I knew they'd be coming. I rushed to the roof to confirm the data, but I found myself in more trouble than I would have liked. Young, no offense, but you've really got to think more. Coming from you, I take full offense.
What's funny is I had no idea that word was still in here. But I didn't change anything after we changed it. But it's fine because Zero is part Korean.
Yeah. He's right though. You know you're not a combatant. 3 touches his neck slightly. Hey, I know. I've been punished enough already. Get off my back. 3's eyes finally move to me. So, you're 7, our 8th member. 7 is 8. Anyway, it's a pleasure to meet you. He knows who I am already? Well, I guess it makes sense considering his job. Unexpectedly, he leans forward and takes my hand, slowly bringing it up to his lips. But before he can actually kiss my hands, what are you doing? Confused over what's happening or how to react, I do the only thing that comes to mind. I pulled my hand away from his to a chorus of sighs. Is this how he always greets people? Given everyone's reactions, I can't help but wonder that. You don't all have to be like that. Is it really so hard to appreciate? It's just my thing. It's who I am as a person. 9 sighs again. The last time he tried to do that was to Dr. Park, and it didn't go well. I raised my eyebrow at that. I can't help but feel like that's a terrible idea from even the little I know of her. I winced at the very sudden loud static in my ear.
Alright, we can stop here. So, it's 30 minutes in.
Alright.
So, we will finish phase 3 probably. I don't remember what the heck happens after this.
You go to Kairos.
Yeah, right, yeah, and that's quite a while too. So we probably won't finish it all together. It'll probably be at least 2 more recordings of phase 3. Yeah. And then chapter 1 begins. Right. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any comments about who you want us to do next time with the route,
yeah.
And which route do you want me to take? I think it'll be emissary or infiltration.
Okay. Yeah.
And then who do you want me to talk to? If you have any opinions on any of that stuff, then make sure to let us know in the comments.
Team Devastation, or I don't know what the name of the other team was. Did they even have a name?
They didn't have a name.
All right,
Team Dev was made up their own
Team
thing.
Dev or the other team. That's clearly not as creative.
So, yeah.
All right.
So
you guys got to let us know in the comments, okay?
And any other questions you have or anything like that you want to discuss in the next video. So, thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.